and inner peace is the only way to resolve modern societal issues. On December 6, 2024, the United Nations adopted the resolution at its 79th General Assembly to designate the World Meditation Day. The UN officially announced that to raise awareness about the meditation and its benefit, the General Assembly proclaimed the 21st December as World Meditation Day, recalling the right of everyone to the enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. At the end of September 2024, Korean Buddhism hosted the International Sun Meditation Summit with world-renowned meditator and over 30,000 Buddhists in attendance. In October, we visited the UN headquarters in New York to propose the establishment of World Meditation Day. Korean Buddhism wholeheartedly welcomes the establishment of the World Meditation Day, and we will continue to take the lead in popularizing Zen meditation in Korean Buddhism, so that not only Korean but people around the world can achieve the peace of mind. With one breath in, I reflect on the connection with those around me. With one breath out, I reflect on the cause and effect of my action.
Is not merely a commemoration of historical events. It is a profound reminder of the Buddha's universal message that all beings are interconnected and that the path of liberation lies in compassion, wisdom, and right action. At a time when the world faces conflicts, inequalities, environmental degradation, and social fragmentation, we must turn to the Buddha's teachings for guidance on how to foster unity and inclusivity as essential pillars of peace and sustainable development. Buddhism teaches us that divisiveness, greed, and ignorance lead to suffering, while harmony, generosity, and wisdom bring liberation. The Buddha embraced people from all walks of life, regardless of caste, race, and status, exemplifying true inclusivity and respect for human dignity. In today's world, where divisions based on ethnicity, religion, economic status, and political ideologies often fuel tensions, we must uphold the Buddhist principle of interdependence, realizing that the well-being of one is tied to the well-being of all. True unity does not mean uniformity, but rather an acceptance and celebration of diversity, ensuring that every individual is respected, valued, and empowered. Governments, institutions, and societies must work together to build bridges, not barriers, fostering policies and initiatives that promote equity, social justice, and human dignity. Inclusivity must be the foundation upon which peaceful coexistence, economic stability, and sustainable progress are built. The world continues to witness violence, conflicts, and humanitarian crises, threatening peace and stability. Buddhism provides a transformative approach to peace building through inner cultivation and social responsibility. The Buddha also taught simplicity, mindfulness, and harmony with nature. Today we face climate change, ecological destruction, and resource depletion, all consequences of human greed and short-sightedness. A sustainable future requires a fundamental shift in consciousness, embracing responsibility, ethical consumption, and environmental stewardship. As we celebrate Vesak, let us reflect on how each of us can contribute to creating a more united, inclusive, and peaceful world. Let us embrace the Buddha's vision of
obligation to spread the wisdom of these teachings throughout the world. This is by no means a mission, as is and has often been pursued by some religions in an unwholesome way. No, it is about opening doors to enable all people to access and understand the Dharma. The number of seekers is increasing, and we have an obligation to make the Dharma accessible to this growing number of seekers, especially in the Western countries. It is our task to make the main message of the Dharma accessible to people all over the world, not as a dogmatic obligation, but as an open offer. Therefore, we also have the obligation to preserve the teaching in its fundamental core of compassion for all sentient beings, wisdom and non-violence, ahimsa. We are delighted that the Dhamma has now been arrived in the West for well over 100 years, and that more and more people are practicing it. In Austria, Buddhism has been recognized by the government for more than 40 years, and we are in a constant and very constructive exchange with all other religions, but also with all other areas of our society. One of the most important requirements for a peaceful future is dialogue. We, the Austrian Buddhist Union, have a leading role here in our country. We also have the role for a bridge builder between the different religious and non-religious worldviews. The values of the Dhamma, such as metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha, are universal and valid for all people. May the vesak celebration around the world make a significant contribution to greater understanding and dissemination of the Dhamma. May all sentient beings well and happy. May they be free from suffering and the conditions for suffering. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Dosa and Moha. Rampant consumerism, aggression, escalating to the brink of genocide, and the widespread misinformation perpetuated by modern media and communication platforms. As participants in this global gathering, we have a unique opportunity to listen deeply to one another, cultivate mutual understanding, and explore Buddhist principles, compassion, interdependence, and ethical clarity. This can offer solutions to pressing global issues. May our collective presence here embody the evident tradition of Buddhist wisdom and its enduring power to foster peace, justice, and sustainable progress. Let our discussions inspire meaningful insights and actionable steps to alleviate suffering and benefit all sentient beings. The delegation of Brazil are happy to share these moments with you all. Thank you very much.
Exceptionally working hard to the hosting of United Nations Day of Vesak 2025 that taken place in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. In a world that afflicted by restlessness and conflict in many places and areas all over the world, the presence of UNDP with this team is very crucial to showcase that unity, peace, and harmony among nations, countries, territories, backgrounds, and interests. This sacred day of Vesak is not only a sign of festive and memorization, but indeed a legacy for humanity regardless for their affiliation, organization, and sovereignty. This opportunity, however, taken the theme Unity in Inclusivity for Humanity and Unity, Buddhist Insight for the World Peace and Sustainable Development it is very relevant to our contextual and situation nowadays. Venerable Mahasangha, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesian people, especially the Union of the Association of Indonesian Buddhist Higher Education, APTABI, have been existing to be a part of the intellectual movement to promote values of human dignity in many aspects, especially educational services. Our institution, which have been stakeholder of national educational system, have contributed to sustain development for social transformation and also combating social inequalities in diverse dimensions and aspects. Our colleges and campuses that spread all over the provinces in Indonesia have ensured the potential to grow for the sake of community services, and we believe that every noble mission, including our national and international event like today, such as UNDP 2025, will create harmony and sustainable more based on education. Our members, state-based and private-based universities and campuses, including Sriwijaya State Buddhist College, Raden Wijaya State Buddhist College, Institute of Nalanda, Smaratungga Buddhist College, Kertarajasa Buddhist College, Sailendra Buddhist College, Mahaprajna Buddhist College, Jinarakita Buddhist College, Bodhidharma Buddhist College, Dharma Widya Buddhist College, and Maitreya Wirya Buddhist College, as well as Samatra Badra, Nichiren and Socio Indonesia Buddhist College, are well-managed and reputable Buddhist-based education that provide 3 pledges including research, education services, and community development. This collaboration, however, on the Vesak Day is aimed at revitalizing the universal values of Buddhism, which focuses on compassion and bring loving kindness to resolve problems, while at the same time refraining from anger and hatred in any scale and any circumstances, from the self to the wider and outer world. This is very relevant in a world today which is baffled by many crises and conflicts in many areas with variety of background. For this reason, APTABI, however, with its roles of becoming the educational association, is of hope to nurturing the human resources from higher education sector, preparing the future generation who will contribute to be more peaceful and bring a peace-loving society for compassionate living and culture tradition to ensure friendship and global harmony to grow. Last but not least, on behalf of APTABI and Indonesian Buddhist Union and academic colleges, of course, who attend here, I express my appreciation to the steering committee as well as the organizing committee to have been exceptionally working hard to manage this international program, as well as the ICUNDV and the whole members. The last one, the memorization of these particular countries and this event will be beneficial and very significant for us as a Buddhists all over the world. Lastly, we would like to say congratulations for the reunification of Vietnam and South Vietnam and its 18th anniversary of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Thank you for your attention. Terima kasih. Cảm ơn.
Because for the fourth time points to the future where UNDV more and more becomes an international event. So, thank you, Vietnam, for being such a staunch supporter of the UNDV. Coming to the main theme of this year's conference, it suggests strongly that Buddhism has a role to play in the world. Words like human dignity, world peace, and human development encompass the meaning of human flourishing in the widest and also the most profound sense. Thus, we are encouraged to be ambitious in our efforts to apply the values and wisdoms of the Dharma to truly make a difference in helping the world becomes a better place for all. How can we be successful in doing this? The conference highlights related sub-themes to the visions suggested by the main theme. It may thus provide some answers to this question. Buddhist scholars and leaders from many parts of the world will come together in Ho Chi Minh City to share with others their experiences and insights gained from practicing the Dharma and applying it to diverse conditions in many societies and cultures. From my experience, I can tell that such sharing of insights based on experience may open our eyes to new perspectives and new understandings. But more than that, it may also help ignite our own commitment.
Karuna, mudita, and upekha, loving kindness and compassion include everybody, all human beings, not just human beings, all beings, all animals, all devas, everybody. That is the path Lord Buddha has shown us. So in this regard, we have very important programs in India, which is regaining Lord Buddha's teachings, especially in the modern times because of the influence of Dr. Ambedkar, and meditation programs, Vipassana meditation programs and others. And now the government of India has recognized Pali as the classical language of India, which means we will have special privilege for the protection and the promotion in study and preservation and promotion programs. So we are grateful to the government of India for that. And many educational programs are being taken. Some of the venerable monks and others are here who are running. We have created an education module of Buddhist education from kindergarten. So this has been working and it is expanding. Thousands and thousands of children are studying in our own Mahabuddhist schools. This module we feel will be the hope. So dear friends, without taking much time, once again I congratulate, especially on behalf of our Secretary General Shastra Rinpoche and our Director General Abhijit Haldarji and all the IBC team to this wonderful Vietnam Sangha and all the people, the volunteers and everybody who are taking so nice care of us and making this program a very grand success. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to invite Professor.
Is the teacher and Vietnam. Khu vực này là nội viện của Phật của đại học Phật. Này trắng một cái chết nội viện của trường đại học. Ôi thấy rất quen vậy.
Function is deeply embedded in the environment. Every action is a reaction, and everything is interconnected. I really like this approach
Interdependent,
that
limited resources, well-being,
we are the
environment,
messengers.
society,
Therefore,
economic.
we should think wisely and make decisions in the right way in order to be able to travel the universe.
What the comparison
Compassion
in business?
is not about pity,
Not pity,
and certainly not about
not passivity.
it's much more
Yeah,
about
that's true.
active engagement,
Compassion,
stepping
active
in, showing up,
engagement to
and doing something
relieve
to
suffering
relieve suffering.
of all
And not just for those who can speak, move,
Skin.
or pay, but for all stakeholders,
stakeholder
including
and
those who are
receiving
unforgettable,
forget those who are
such as future ecosystems, and animals. In a compassionate world, no one is being invisible.
A living example. Patagonia. What does compassion mean in business practice? Being compassionate in business means
We are
differently.
inner work is becoming a shared global value, and a reflection, healing, and responsibility are no longer confined to one
Railways
We are entering a
and
world.
just working condition.
Selfishness, greed are not fixed traits. They are harmful intentions, but they can be translated and transformed. It's our responsibility as teachers, scholars, leaders to share this awareness, to bring these insights into education, into leadership, and into business. Thus, we can create a more compassionate world. So, how do compassionate values are translated into real business decisions? Being compassionate means choosing differently by providing fair wages, just and safe working conditions, products that don't harm the earth, decisions guided by long-term impact rather than short-term profit. In the business world, this means designing systems that are non-harming, healing, and human-centered. Compassion is not about charity, it's about responsibility. It's about courage, care, and love. Now let me show you $1 billion
It's
company
very far, I cannot
has successfully turned compassion into a long-term strategy. Probably many of you are already aware of this company. Patagonia is an older company that was founded by Elon Girard, rock climber, nature enthusiast, environmentalist, whose personal values was deeply influenced